afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike Galetta, aka Hamilton Mike, bringing you another phenomenal yet warm and sensitive special that you love to watch. Today we're going to talk a little bit about NHL, NFL. Let's get right into the NHL. Dennis Wideman, as you saw here on the Sports Box, was suspended. It came out to be 20-game suspension for hitting a lineman in the back. Now, Dennis Wideman says that it was unintentional. When he got up after his concussion, he was a little woozy. He hit the linesman in the back. He actually lifted his arms up and made a checking motion into the linesman, took the linesman down, and was given a 20-game suspension. After further review of the situation, the league had reduced it to 10 games. What the hell is going on here? Any sport, excuse me, any sport that touches any kind of official, I deem should be as harsh as possible. My own opinion, he should have been suspended the entire year, and that would have been probably another 28 games total instead of 20. But to reduce the suspension to 10 games for hitting an official, on what grounds does that prove? And number two is the linesman that he hit is still not back in the league because of concussion symptoms. He's going to be out for the year. Now, I can't wrap my head around it, which just goes to prove that Gary Bettman, just like Johnny Manziel, you're a douchebag. You've done nothing but destroy the NHL year after year after year, and if you have anything to do with this suspension that's going on here in the way of reducing it, you're an asshole. Bottom line. And you know, can they, and Bettman, while I'm on the subject with you, why don't you have more outdoor games? Now, see, that's another thing the NHL likes to do is, normally when you have something like this that's working, especially in a sport like the NHL, you run with it, okay? You don't add 5 different outdoor games. The outdoor game was a novelty that worked beginning of the year. You bring it out in January, after the first of the year. Great, love it, perfect thing. When you start having 5, 6, 7 games of this, outdoor games, you start killing it, okay? Again, Gary Bettman, way to ruin something that's good for the NHL. That's okay, because the NHL is going to catch football soon, right? Yeah, you know, don't get me started. And in the NFL, third day of free agency, Martavius Bryant, breaking news on the Sports Box. You know, we won't even go through that. Even when I don't want breaking news, the action, they come through with it. Whatever. Anyway, Martavius Bryant, wide receiver, Pittsburgh, was set on a possible year-long suspension today for what's been touted as an NFL drug testing policy. Not sure what was taken, what was on the list, what was not on the list, how long was taken, but all I know is Martavius Bryant, you're actually ruining your career and ruining your God-given talent to play in the NFL. What a surprise, another idiot in the league lost. But in any sense, the Jets' Mark Fitzpatrick today is still shopping himself around the league. It's a shame because he really has a lot of value for the Jets, considering the way he played last year. Although his agent said when Mark Fitzpatrick was offered a deal by the Jets, it was, quote, insulting is being nice. So, nice job, Jets. Way to go cheap on that. Maybe you should have tried to pick up Marcus Sanchez again. That would have been a lot cheaper, too. But in any sense, Mark Fitzpatrick more than likely will not go back to the Jets, and the Jets will be screwed. And here's a team that has Geno Smith in the awning. Seriously? And you're lowballing Fitzpatrick? Unbelievable. Mike Wallace, the ex-Viking, is a free agent out there, and I'm sure everybody is clamoring for his services right now. He can't even stay on a mediocre Minnesota roster. Anyway, Mike Wallace said to a reporter, if anyone is looking for a guy who is clutch, wants to catch the ball, and is inspirational to a team in every which way, tell that team to give me a call. Maybe you know somebody like that, Mike Wallace, because it sure as hell isn't you. You're a guy that got a bigger contract because you're in Pittsburgh and had a big enough cast there, and you moved on, and look what happened to you. You couldn't stay in Miami, you couldn't stay in Minnesota, because you're a bad locker room guy. I don't know, in any sense. That's all the time we have for the Sports Box today. Keep an eye out for some new stuff coming, some good episodes. Make sure you subscribe to the box or the Sports Box, and get your fill of what we have here. Okay, because at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters is right here. Take care. I'll see you soon. See you.
Don't forget to subscribe.